Oh, yeah.
I think last time you didn't actually make the announcement because I didn't see it.
Oh, well, we're announced now.
Starts nerve stream so I can view bot him.
Yes. So, welcome. We've returned. We are the live. We have done the thing. If someone would like to give the recap for inspiration, that'd be most excellent.
Not I, said the fox.
Someone who is dying should probably do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Um, Dear Diary, today I set off on a great adventure, just like the books. We went and followed the gentleman into the woods. I don't remember his name. He's dead now. But I'll remember it in time for the funeral when I have to give a speech. We met his friend, who's also dead. Once again, I need to talk to Cousin about getting his name. I'm sure he wrote it down. But I have his axe, and we'll use his axe as a memory of him and the great sacrifice he made. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyways, we went into the woods to find the cockatrice, and after investigating where the friend had died, we got his axe and a feather, and we were able to find some tracks. And we followed them to what I will now call the Cursed Mountain, or maybe Hill. I'll have to talk to Hale about what he would classify it as, since he's, the outdoorsy type. But regardless, we struggled up the hill in the middle of a earthquake, as well as a stampede, and I think a mudslide, and then another earthquake. And that's where we lost our guide. He died, crushed by rocks. And I almost died. And I'm pretty sure Jermaine almost died. And Cousin almost died. But Harold and Hale, they stuck it out. And Chime, she proved very useful in the fact that she was a healer and was able to heal all of us. And we were able to take a short rest, and upon, getting up and seeing the preparations Hale made, we devised a strategy of an ambush. And we had a tree and some traps and a net and a hole. And surprisingly, against all odds, it worked. I'm still shocked. In fact, I think that maybe we need to record this for future ambush techniques and sell the book as a training manual of some sort. I'll have to talk to Cousin about that and whether or not that's a venture worth pursuing. But after destroying the cockatrice through our own might, we realized that it was not the biggest fish in the pond, and some worms came out of the ground and almost killed Jermaine, and didn't really hurt me. And saw the viciousness of which Harold and Hale and Cousin and whatever Chime turned into easily dismantle these worms to nothing. Um, and so now we stand here, waiting as we recover from this battle, and I document this in the epic tale of Leopold, chapter 3, to find out what we're going to do next. Also, I think there might be more cockatrice, so some interesting ideas. It looks like Cousin's coming over to talk to me, and Hale's done, so I'll talk to you later, Diary. Love you, Leopold.
Most excellent indeed. A diary entry has been inscribed as you have earned your inspiration, and we return to our party after their defeat of the cockatrice and rockworms that ambushed them. But you see forward, there is a cave entrance, where yet more shadows dance along the faint glimmer of light coming from within. And your companions stand around the bodies of these fallen foes. So, what would you like to do? The map is active.
pulls out tools for cutting things up and dismantling body. I have those, right? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna, just take a few things. Starts rending these corpses.
All right, rending the creatures. Which one would you like to start with? The cockatrice or one of the rockworms?
Let's go with a rock worm just in case my roll's bad.
All
First
right,
roll of 8.
give me
Chime just
a
wants to.
harvest rending.
Chime's just gonna look at the cockatrice.
All right, I will need 3 more checks.
Ooh, looking good today.
Mm.
By the by, could I help? I also have render.
You can help, yes. You can roll me your own checks. They will provide your aid bonus, which defaults to half of your highest rank bonus.
Yes, it'd be
Or not
plus
highest
one.
rank bonus, but half of the.
We are plus ones.
It's I have the DC minus 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, that shouldn't be a plus one. Well, until I sort out to see if I still actually have that or if I killed it, I'll stop there.
All right. A 6 is enough to help with the chitinous hide along the rockworm's body. So, with that 6, a total of an 18, you're able to harvest. 9 pounds from one of the worms of common chitin. All right. For the 21, are you also helping on those, or just the first check?
Since my render, I actually cut it out of my version. I don't think I'd help with that particular kind of harvesting at the moment.
Gotcha. All right. As you rip out the thick, sinuous body parts that kind of like hold the chitin and the fleshy bits together, you are able to harvest a common sinew as well. I will need one more check, by the way, because I only see 3 of the 4.
Oh, there's 4.
Okay, with a 19, you're able to pierce through the body's thick, fleshy bits and are able to draw forth. Let's see here, DC is that 3 vials worth of the rockworm's blood. And for the last one, an 18. You're able to break apart through the flesh and reach into the vital organs of this creature and are able to retrieve both of the rockworm's heart. Because it has 2 hearts.
Holy shit. Hey guys, look!
Huh?
Holds both hearts up.
Wow.
That's a fine haul, my.
Well, they have 2?
Yeah,
I
you
want a
should get
second one.
more.
Oh, redundancy. I mean, it didn't help them much, but...
I imagine it's because they're so heavy.
I've got 2 tusks. I can probably catch both of them.
You guys want the bird too? Oh wait, I think we have to have the bird.
I think we're gonna have it on the Leo's Day feast or whatever.
Well, you have another rockworm to harvest as well as a cockatrice. You can choose to hold off on the cockatrice if you so choose, or both the second rockworm. Either which way.
How heavy is the cockatrice?
The cockatrice itself is a fairly large burb, but it is still just a burb. you're thinking maybe a good, like, 200 pounds.
Oh, that ain't that bad.
I say we bring the cockatrice back to be rendered and cooked in town.
Yeah.
They may have tools or a workshop you can make use of. Because we do want the feathers. Those beautiful feathers.
I'm just gonna look to see how the various parts are connected to this thing. How that snake head is like strapped onto the body.
It looks like the snake is a strange growth from the creature's tailbone, where instead of growing a traditional tail, a living snake grew instead. It's very strange. But it does look like the snakehead tail does seem to have appropriate snake-like bits. And by that I mean it has venom sac that could be attempted to harvest.
Well, whenever someone does cut it up, I want to watch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take out this other rockworm because I don't think we can carry this one.
Now, hold on, young dwarf. I call myself quite a talented harvester here.
Oh, good.
Harold is actually a harvester.
No.
Let's go.
He has the collector trait, which lowers the difficulty of harvests by 1.
Very nice.
I don't know totally what that means, but I'm assuming
I
you
do.
um,
But if you could offer your hands, it's a bit well,
and he just kind of like wags his trunk.
Yeah, I can give you a hand. Yeah, we'll do this together since I've got a pretty good feel for it now that I've taken one apart.
All right. I need 4 total harvest rending checks from each of you. I assume that you will be considered the assistant herald.
Yes. Oh no, I think Harold's going.
Or herald, you're the main because you're the one with the feet.
God damn, doesn't need my help, but
God
let me see
damn.
what we can get.
Well, that last one though.
Last one doesn't count.
Oh, do I have a -1 because of my wound? Is that
You
the
do
case?
indeed.
Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. All right, but that's fine.
All right.
Just wasting all the good ones.
Spoke too soon. So, let's see here. A 19. Do you have any bonuses to your assist value, Hale?
I do not.
Okay, so you're just getting a +1s for each of those successes. So, all but the third one is boosted. Cool. All right. From the second rockworm, you're able to rip apart the thick chitinous plates and pull them free because of Harold's talent as a renderer. You're able to harvest more than you were expecting. Let's see here. You beat it by that much, so you're able to harvest 15 pounds worth of common chitin, bring your total of 24. With the second check at the 20, you're able to harvest the sinew without issue, so there's 2 total sinew. With a 23, you're able to harvest all 3 vials of the rockworm's blood. That gives you guys a total of 6 of those. However, a 8 is not enough to harvest either of the hearts, as both are seemingly were ruined during the creature's demise.
Oh, it turns out I did pierce both the hearts.
It's okay. It happens. You've got 2 tusks. Obviously, you're gonna pierce both of them.
And there you go.
I don't know what we can do with any of that, but it's cool.
You can roll me a knowledge material check to learn what they might do.
Do I have knowledge material?
Well, they tasted pretty good, if you
I
could
do.
chew them.
Nope.
All right. Well, you're not quite sure, nor are
Nope.
you, Germaine. But you're sure someone with the right knowledge figure it out. Harold. You know, chitin is a very strong form of hide material that can be utilized to make some pretty strong plated armor. I believe by base, common chitin does provide additional DR when armor is made using it. Additionally, sinew can be used as a tertiary material that is able to help bind the armor together, further enhancing its strength and durability.
Tertiary.
Indeed. Essentially, sinew, when combined, will empower the whole. As for the hearts, you believe that they are a alchemical reagent that, when crushed and squeezed into a paste, can produce an endurance reagent. As for the blood, you believe it has innate connections to the elemental energy of acid, and can be used as an alchemical reagent as such.
Pack it on me, lads. We got some uses for this back in town.
All right.
Perhaps everything on Harold.
Leopold
You
Price
may
2
well
was
have someone else to do the lashings on here, Harold. I'm not too good with looks to the Valens.
You need me to tie ropes or?
Yeah, if you could just secure the bird onto him.
Sure, yeah, totally can do that. Yep. This just like the books.
For what it's worth, my carrying capacity is 1,300 pounds. Almost.
Dang.
So
Oh, damn.
Four-legged creatures.
Very good. All right. Well, you have successfully strapped upon Harold the materials that you have harvested. The cockatrice is strapped there as well. It seems sturdy enough. As you seem all packed up and ready to go. You have the cave before you up ahead, or you can return back to town. The choice is yours. Or, go somewhere else. Really.
Well, since Harold won, he now gets the female cockatrice, you know?
That is true.
Go on, Harold. Claim your prize.
Didn't really think this one through, but does anyone still see it up there?
Your bride-to-be awaits in the cave.
It also could be a monster, so I'll go with you.
Oh, it's definitely a monster.
Oh, grabs trap that was set off and never worked.
Cousin. I do wonder if we should keep a few of these around for sport. I think they would make great hunting if we can kind of keep them in a specific area.
Do you think hunting would be more profitable? I think perhaps arena fights, if we were to, build something to contain them.
Cousin, I have never been more proud of you. That is a genius idea.
have to think about the potential risks to our investments if they are overhunted as well. I assume that having control over who has access at all times would
Well, I was
secure
thinking
that a
more
little
of
bit more.
like a sporting range. You know how I heard that in the big cities and stuff, kings and nobles hire or like allow people to hunt on their lands.
Well, yes, but they also have to worry about poaching, which means patrols, which means increased costs of,
I mean, if
running the whole
someone
thing.
wants to poach a cock, well, actually, they were pretty easy to get rid of, so you might be right.
And that's
Let's
how
go-
I got the third pimple on my neck.
Let's go check out the cave.
Why are you telling us that?
I mean, I thought you guys wanted to know about these marks on my neck.
Ding ding.
To the cave.
All right, you guys are choosing to enter into the cave.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Have you got any more of that whale magic?
Wait,
No. Maybe if we took a short break, which I don't want to do, so that your tail remains and whatnot. But no, I'm tapped out. Someone else here use magic? Can anyone else heal?
hooba dibba doobla.
I mean, technically I can, but I haven't really done it in a long time.
Well,
I don't have the macros created.
You can always roll it manually if you want.
True. Alright, how much does a healing spell cost?
What keywords do you have in the healing spell?
What keywords did you use, Chrono, for your whale song?
the traditional one is positive energy, energize, innervate, I think.
Well, if
Which
it is
heals
healing we require, I can also assist.
It heals your EDM D8s plus your EDM or EMD for EMM. EMM. That's it,
EDM, we're all dancing at the end of it.
and it's 5 mana.
That's right. Cousin also knows how to heal.
I could use some healing.
Well, let's see. Let's see what's the cause of the pain, and perhaps I can soothe it.
Blunt trauma.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a bit more involved. Let's see. As,
You know, cousin, it's strange that you picked up healing when, all those things seem to happen to you to make you, bump your head and stub your toe and
don't worry about it.
the guy's hand you chopped off when you tried to, help him remove that splinter.
We don't talk about that.
Oh,
Not in front of the
sorry.
patient.
Don't heal me unless I'm dying.
Okay.
Free heal.
I want to watch
Feel
this.
free to heal me
What-
all the time. I want to be
What it-
healed as much as possible.
What is the cost of a cure wound spell? The pre.
The mana cost, or
Yeah, the mana cost.
yes, the mana cost is going to be based upon your casting tradition. I believe it will be defaulted to 5 mana.
Okay. I will.
So unless you have like a
spend
special tradition, it's probably just going to be 5.
mana. I'll double check and adjust based on it, but I will cast it for now. So that's 5d.
Let's see
Where
here.
do I?
You're a schoolmate, yeah, it's just going to be 5.
Whoops. Slash
You-
roll 5d.
Malik, you
There we go.
are spontaneous. Yeah, for you it's also 5.
Okay. So that'll be 34 hit points for Jermaine, and
Nice.
let's give some for Harold as well. Why not?
All right. Very good, very good.
24 for Harold.
I can feel it taking hold.
You can also if you have the slots for it, have a multi-target one, which would be 5 your EMM D6s, and then you'd probably drop the thing that gave you more flat mod. So it would be 1 times your EMM. It's actually supposed to be 2 times.
Wow, this all sounds very interesting.
Yeah. But the healing energies from Malik will infuse upon the others as they are restored back to fighting shape as you approach and enter the cave. I will be transferring you guys to the next map.
What? Magic people talking magic like we know what's actually happening.
Whale magic.
Boy,
Boy.
Surely it's the largest animal in the sea.
actually,
That's a lot.
leviathans are larger. And
Yes, the Leviathans are larger.
And they actually do quite a bit of magic from what I hear.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys push into the cave where a long, winding, snaking tunnel carves through the earth, bending eastwards and then curving north.
It's a bit tight in here.
It
Is
is
it?
very difficult for you to travel through here, indeed.
Should I go ahead to make sure that it stays wide enough for you, or?
No, it'll be funny if you don't.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm a bit concerned I might, block the lot of you.
Keeps pushing him from behind.
Well, if you're going to block us, I'd rather you be in front than, blocking our way out.
Does anyone have dark vision?
That's a good question.
But
Malik does.
I'll use my torch.
Alright, Leopold draws forth a torch as the area begins to grow brighter. Though being in the back is not the most effective for Harold.
I could assist with this.
Pretty sure I do. I just have to double check.
Are you casting a light spell upon Harold or something of note?
I am.
Excellent.
Oh,
But
wait,
I do.
Hold on. I'm a fucking magma dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah, you're literally a Magnador. You give off light. don't
Shoots
you?
off light.
Alright, well, as you let your light glow from your magmatic eyes, the torch has been provided for you guys. You should be able to see a bit better now. And I will just give a light source to Harold as well because of your pollution spell. Boop. Alright. The cave path is available for you. As you get to this point, Harold, it is very claustrophobic. You are having to squeeze to push yourself through the stonework here, but you can do it.
I don't know. We got any pickaxes we can...
Well, I could shrink you down after a rest, so we'd get you out eventually.
I can mine through this if it does what you really want, but
just keep shoving. It's not so tight here.
As like, you just hear grinding as he's shoving through the rocks.
okay, buddy.
New genre of cave diving videos dropped.
It seems to open up a little bit here. You're getting some more breathing room. You're no longer having to squeeze through the pathway, but it is still fairly narrow.
Should bend.
You're stone on stone, right? So it's like stone on stone.
Yeah,
It's just a grind wheel sound. Just.
Yeah, no sense to trying to be quiet, guys. We're literally just milling our way through the tunnel right now.
I mean, the
Seems to...
cockatrices can't get to us if the tunnel's just blocked up by Harold.
Yeah, and once Harold gets turned to stone, problem
We won't
solved.
know.
Cockatrices can't escape anymore.
Once more, the pathway narrows to a part where you'll need to squeeze Harold, but you're able to get through it without issue. As the tunnel continues to curve round northwards and then back west.
question, DM.
Yes.
Are the walls lightly sanded now that Harold's kind of squeezed his way through?
I mean, they're a little smoother than they were.
Nice.
Oops, sorry,
This would be
grabbed you.
great for cave exploration, cousin. We can have this as like a they can explore.
Is this going down or up, or is it like
Elevation-wise, it seems to be going up in elevation, but it's more like very, very gradual. It's like maybe a 10 or 15 degree angle.
Okay.
As you round the corner, though, you can see the faint sense of natural light kind of peering in through up ahead. It's very, very faint, but you are able to see a little bit beyond your torchlight.
Hmm.
You
Milord,
can see
there's
right
light up
here,
ahead.
it kind of squeezes once more. We'll need a squeeze in your giant elephant form.
All right, halt, Harold, halt.
Halting, my lord.
Cousin, there's already lights in here. This is like the perfect place for like an excursion.
What do you mean?
All right, look, if we're going to be using this place to smuggle, right? We have to have like a good cover for why, people bring their like high value goods or whatever through here. And I think we make it like a resort style area, maybe. And people can go on like excursions and outings. Like the pit fighting idea. Perfect. People come here to enjoy the fights and, rabble rouse and.
Do you think the smuggling type is the type to stick around after they've made their sales?
Oh no. But.
Well, they're gonna buy food and drink, aren't they?
Food, drink, maybe a bit of, recreation before heading back out, but beyond that, I don't think a resort types would be a wise option. You'd need to appeal to a, say, more reputable crowd for those types of
No.
industries.
Well, no, I'm thinking like, the nobility can come here and vacation and. I don't know. I have to think on it a bit more.
The nobility crawling through caves.
We'll call it be a peasant for a day. It'll be interesting. They'll never know what to do.
I mean, I see at least 2 nobles crawling through a cave right now.
Oh, chime.
We don't talk about what it took for us to get here.
I mean, all it took was you bringing a letter and saying, hey, this is, I found this that it says that you're supposed to be.
Shh, we don't talk about it.
Okay. Anyways, Harold, you said you saw a light up ahead.
Yes, my lord, it's streaming down from above, it looks like.
Oh. Okay, well, if you see anything, don't touch anything, but keep moving forward, I guess.
Proceeding, my lord.
Right. Squeezing through this section here, it is most difficult. Your large elephantine hide grinding against the stone walls, kind of sanding them down ever so slightly, but you are able to push through without issue.
Mind giving me a shove?
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Oh, no, okay.
Hale,
Oh, my ears are grinding.
Hale, I don't know if you can, but if you could maybe widen that a little bit without causing too much damage, it might be better for the way back.
I mean, that all seems like an after we fight the monsters thing.
As you curve around, you
I guess
begin to see the ground itself gets a bit more mossy, a bit more lively, in fact. There's signs that there might be mushrooms growing on some of the walls here. They're still very early on in their stages of growth. But what you do notice is just up ahead appears to be the prone bloodied corpse of some canine-like creature.
My lord, there's bodies.
What kind of bodies?
A wolf, my lord.
Oh, I thought it was more people whose name I would have to find out and read before dinner. That's fine. We can just be careful.
Alright, there's yet one more squeezing portion within this tunnel here. You'll need to be squeezed through. But it does seem to open up a bit further ahead into a larger cavern.
Somewhat concerned, my lord.
With what, Harold?
It's tightening up ahead again,
Uh,
and there's bodies.
I have soap.
That might assist, actually, my lord.
We could also oil the hide a little bit. That should cause quicker.
Lube me up, my lord.
Do you have oil? I don't have oil. I have soap.
As you say this, you can see that there appears to be a small cliff face within the cave right here, about 10 feet up in elevation from your current position, that overlooks the lower portions of the cave. Getting a bit further ahead as your companions begin to grease you up, you can barely make out what appears to be a stony rock right here, kind of like oddly shaped.
I might want to hurry up, my lord. Are you done?
You can't rush perfection.
Jermaine, how's it look?
It's rather stody, but what
You
is
think we
that
put
rock?
enough? Well, no, I meant the soap. The soap that we're putting on him. Do you think it's enough?
Oh yes, by now. Thank goodness that dwarf is quick.
You think it's the first time? No, we won't.
Alright. As you begin to sit a little and listen, though you are somewhat distracted from your lord's words, you think you're hearing something strange. It's like almost a grinding sound, but also like slurping too. It's kind of it's discomforting to say the least, Jermaine. But that is what you hear up ahead.
Something's gargling rocks up there.
Martha? I mean,
It's not my stomach, that's for sure.
I will.
be sneaky. Harold. Go stealth mode.
Harold, try to be quiet when you move through.
I'm gonna put a minor illusion of a little Germain going up, slowly, just going at a normal pace, up to 45 feet from where I'm at. Basically, around here.
Gotcha. What sensories does this illusion possess? Only visual?
Only visual.
Okay.
And he's just like, a cave. Ooh. But he only mouths that.
I'll give a check for it real quick. Just one moment while I look up its stat for this composure. The slurping sound stops as the illusory Germain kind of trundles forward and suddenly stops. There's a moment's pause before you hear a faint skittering sound.
Ooh. Can I make it so that illusory Germain starts to magically climb up the cliff as I try to inch a little closer to get a view of it?
Sure. The illusory Germain begin climbing the cliff, and I'll be making another check. As they reach the top, you begin to see what appears to be these strange, rusty-colored, almost like feather duster-looking appendages reach out and lash upon the illusory image. And then you hear as you see what appears to be a large red ruddy bug grab at the illusion and try to pull it back, but it's an illusion.
My illusion's too crafty, dodging this way and that. Okay, this place is full of bugs and shit. This fucking mountain's just full of shit.
More meat.
I say we take a vote. Do we want to deal with the bugs, or go back outside and go home to Leopold Day? Chime, vote, yes or no?
I want to kill the bugs.
Okay. Hale?
You see after a time the bug-like creature seems to have stopped trying to kill the illusion, having gone bored.
Hale, your vote?
Let me see if I can draw some ideas of what these bugs are.
Okay.
To himself what the bugs are.
You can roll me a dungeoneering check.
Jermaine, what's your vote?
You know, I'm
Do not have
healed,
knowledge
so I
dungeoneering.
feel very confident. I'm so confident right now. But
So
my opinion changes when I take wounds.
yeah, I wouldn't even know.
You have no idea.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing. Anything that is bad in here, we should probably take care of. We have a pretty good wall in the way. And if it comes past the wall, it's kind of a fuck town.
Okay, so that's 3 yeses. Harold, thoughts?
I'm not a fan of leaving dangerous creatures around.
Remember, you can't spin around in here either.
Yeah,
Cousin, your thoughts?
Well, I say the sooner we deal with this, the sooner unforeseen damage can be prevented.
Then the yeses have it. As long as we prepare for nothing to go wrong, nothing will.
By the way, unless it beats the save, it doesn't know it's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine, illusion Jermaine. We're gonna get a nickname for this guy.
Jerome.
Illugerman.
Illugermain. Illugermain will start climbing back down towards the wolf and scrabble around very panicky and then fall dramatically over here.
And it's still just a visual illusion, correct?
Correct, just a visual one.
Okay. You will see the very dramatic face plant of your illusory Germain plop upon the stone floor there. You hear a faint scuttling sound, but nothing else.
You know, we're gonna amp it up with sound. It's gonna be my own voice being like, "Oh no! Don't kill Illugermain! I'm so tasty!"
All right.
And that is not sustained. Just the visual component is sustained, and this is just a one-off sound.
What about this creature?
Jermaine, you should get back.
Are you talking to me or Illugermain? By the way, that's not me up there.
Harold can't see what's going on behind him.
Jermaine, why Why are you making it come closer to us when we're in this tight trap spot?
Draws
No.
a face with chalk on the back of Jermaine.
Oh,
You guys begin to hear
wouldn't you prefer a choke point for battle? I'm sorry. Is this not what we wanted? I thought we
Well,
voted yes.
Well, Harold, yes to move forward, but Harold's the only one who can fight this, and we're kind of making him deal with it on his own.
as you
That
see
is
a large cockatrice leap from the shadows upon the illusory Germain and begin to tear at its body. I will give it a mind save to see if it realizes it's, in fact, not a thing.
Now it's going to see Harold and just attack him, and we can't help Harold.
What is
other than-
your save DC?
16.
Alright, you see the cockatrice begin to tear at the illusion, thinking it is getting its best of its victim. It will continue to do so, seemingly focused on defending its lair.
I'll have somehow Illusion Germain will slide against the wall in a bloody mess and then disappear.
Do I attack, my lord?
Peck, 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 peck.
Fuck it, sure. What? Just be careful of the bug.
Okay. Harold's gonna start trying to squeeze through here with, greased up with soap fluid.
Alright, it is much easier to do so with greased up soap lube. Effectively, if you are needing to get through these positions, you'd be doing so with advantage. But it still does take you some time. Not as much time. About half the time, really. But you were able to eventually pop on through with a solid... like a little thunking sound.
Yeah, nice, thank you.
However,
Sorry.
as
Sorry,
you
Harold.
push through, Harold, you can see the origin of that stony rock is in fact the broken off foot of a statue, of a humanoid statue.
There's another one, Leopold.
The cockatrice, seemingly unsure of where the fuck that illusory Germain went, has wandered off. You are no longer able to see it from your current position. But there appears to be several stalagmites and stalactites in the area here that are preventing your view deeper into the cave. And as you round the corner, you can barely hear the sounds of a shuffling creature. I was like, just directly around the corner, shuffling and snuffling at something.
Cousin, should we
Yes?
catch one of these? They seem fairly useful. You know, the whole turning to stone bit.
For what specifically?
I don't know. If someone, pisses us off or,
Harold, you should probably run really fast.
Cousin, you are the law here. If someone pisses you off, you just arrest them.
Oh, I can do that?
If the laws make for it, yes. And
Did
remember,
you-
you are the law.
Did you want it alive then?
I mean, it would be interesting to have one alive to, if we find any eggs, we'll keep them. We won't eat them. How about that? Is that fair?
Sure.
Do you even know what a cockatrice baby eats?
Probably rocks. They
I don't
turn things
know.
to rocks.
What if they lactate? What if it's milk?
They're birds. Birds don't drink milk. They eat other birds and things.
At this
They're not
point, you
just
begin to
birds, they're
hear
freaks.
a sound, Germain. A almost like buzzing sound kind of emanating from up ahead. And you are very swiftly finding the source of it. Everyone, roll me initiative. As flying forward from the darkness into view, a strange, monstrous red mosquito of immense size, with 4 spindly bat-like wings, a long proboscis that protrudes from its face, flanked by a pair of beady yellow eyes, appears from the darkness, charging towards Harold. It seems your voices and the scent of blood from your companions have alerted the Sturge to danger, or more specifically, food.
Oh no.
Well, good thing the one in the front is made of rock.
I love overgrown mosquitoes.
I just got a thick skin, my lord. It's still fleshy underneath.
It's more skin.
All right.
Overgrown, those are normal sized Texas mosquitoes.
Let's see here. I'm gonna grab all my creatures and roll their initiative.
This is quite the departure from Eric with initiative.
Who's
All right. Malik, in the far back, you do not know what's happening. You just hear the sound of this buzzing creature buzzing sound getting louder and louder. And you're fortunately behind the giant elephant in this very close quarters, narrow passageway. But you have gained initiative as you hear the sound first and tell the danger fast approaching. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to hold my action until after Herald, please, because I can't really do much until then.
Excellent. Alright, Leopold, you also are able to act first before anything else occurs.
Okay. I can actually do stuff. I am going to. Do I know anything about like the sound or?
You can roll
I
me
don't
a
know that
nature
it's
check.
I don't know. I don't know it's a sturge, right?
You don't know it's a Sturge, you haven't seen it, I'm afraid.
I don't have I have knowledge, but I don't have knowledge nature.
Unfortunate. It just sounds like a giant flying insect from what you're hearing.
Okay. I will. I will warn them that there's potential danger ahead. Activating this one. And what do y'all think? A save or AC would be better.
Probably say C in this case.
I would say AC unless, yeah, I think AC is probably best just to have Herald and friends.
I don't want to turn to stone, guys.
That's what I was thinking, like making it a body save, a +2 to your body save. Well, you have to get hit for it to turn you to stone.
Well, yeah.
You can always roll the
maybe.
20.
Also, I don't know what save it would be to not turn to stone, because none of us got bit last time.
It's probably body.
Yeah. I'll give you the bonus to AC. So everyone has a +2 post AC as I call out. Remember, the thing from above, tried to eat Illusion and then the cockatrice pounced on him, and there's a buzzing noise. So, take cover, check your corners, and we'll be fine. Especially you, Harold. I'm sorry. So everyone gets a +2 to their dodge bonus AC. Including me.
Excellent. Alright, anything else?
Nope. I'm just gonna stand here. I can't really move.
Alright. The hidden creature has gained initiative and will simply delay, as it will continue doing what it's doing. Actually, it's going to use its actions to do what it's doing. As you guys hear the sound of grinding stone upon... it sounds like clanking metal? Chime. You have gained initiative.
I suppose that I don't see the initiative modifiers.
technically.
Squeezing past Harold seems like a whole deal, so I'm also gonna delay until after Harold.
All right. Just gonna make sure this is accurate. Here we are. All right. This
Rather
creature
concerned, my
will
lord.
check distances
Oh dear God, my lord.
and will use its actions to continue doing what it's doing as you continue to hear the sound of grinding stone and crunching metal.
I believe in you, Harold. Just take cover.
This creature will continue doing what it's doing as you guys hear the sound of flesh being ripped apart and chewed upon.
Take it back, cousin. This cape sucks.
All right, the Sturge has gained initiative as it will continue its flight. As it will fly forward, charging Harold. Oh god, my little fella has gotten
Goodbye, Sturge.
There we go.
You're dead now.
He's been squished. All right, with his charge, he is going to try to attach himself to you. So this is a melee touch attack upon you, Harold. Actually, do you have blood?
I am wounded.
But do you have blood?
Does your
what
body
that
produce
mean?
blood?
Oh,
or
yeah,
are
no,
you a
I have blood.
stone
Yeah, yeah.
creature?
Okay. All right. He will charge you. This is a touch attack. Because he's charging his advantage, so that is a 15 to touch you.
My dodge bonus goes to your touch as well.
It's true.
Yeah.
Touch
That's a
AC is garbage.
All right. Well, the Sturge will fly
13.
forward, and you will feel a faint prick as the Sturge's proboscis will pierce through your thick, stony, elephantine hide and reach into your bloodstream. Nothing else happens at this moment, but the Sturge is considered grappled to you. He is coming with you, but you are not grappled. All right, that is a double action charge for him, so that's 2 of his actions, and that's all you can do. Harold, it is your turn.
Just a quick question regarding like attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
When are those triggered?
So, until you have gone during the first round of combat, you are flat-footed and cannot take attacks of opportunity unless you have combat reflexes.
Perfect.
If they are viable, they would be triggered in terms of charging. If I charge, if you're the only one I'm charging and you're the only one who threatens me, they can occur if I charge anything other than the closest available square.
I see. Okay.
So if I, for example, charge past you to here, that would
yeah.
trigger an AOP.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then, obviously, everyone other than the chargee would get an AOP if I charged through your threat. But, I didn't, so. Harold, it is your turn.
Brush it on the wall.
That's actually... Could I try to do that? I don't know where it is, though. I'd be kind of just, like, bashing against the wall kind of thing.
I mean, you did feel it stab into you.
Well, do you feel a mosquito until after
Yes.
it's, like...
That
not
one
yet
that
started
big,
sucking
yeah.
you? In any case, Harold is, enraged. Get off me, my lord! I'm going in! And he's gonna just start barreling in.
All right.
I need to figure out how much move I've got here.
That would have been 5 feet, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
All right, as you push into there, you can see to your right a large, rusty color bug-like creature, which I actually have a description for, and I can provide you. This large rust-colored beetle squats low, moving along 6 spike-covered legs, each ending in a clawed hook, allowing the creature to better grip the terrain with which it prowls. A pair of large, fluffy orange antennae protrude out from its skull, just above a pair of beady black eyes. It is currently munching upon what appears to be a rusty metal sword that was dropped from this humanoid statue. You can see further up ahead. Oh, these guys are visible to players. Let me fix that. Along this still cave pool are 3 other sturges kind of just flying around, buzzing. To your north, you can see that there's a cliff face with how tall you are. How tall are you, actually? Because you are an elephant.
I think I'm like 15 feet tall,
Okay.
at least.
In that case, you would be able to see up here. You would see that there is... I'm just going to remove the elevation. That'll make it easy. You can see that there is, in fact, another rust monster up there, currently chewing on yet another Nom Nom. Let's see here. I think if I did this, it would probably help. Yeah. There we go.
No, Harold's gone, guys. We lost him.
All right.
Perfectly fine.
There you go. To the north there is the rust monster, and you can see to the east, upon the cliff face overlooking the
Jesus.
pool, there is a cockatrice chewing upon what appears to be a slain horse.
It's rather dangerous, my lord. Get in here, please. As he, well, he's gonna go Tuscan.
Excellent.
He's gonna, all attack. I forget what it's called. All out. On the rust monster.
Barrage, full attack, going all out. Whatever this game calls it.
Full action attack.
Raging, wild attacking. Behold my power.
Are you attacking the rust monster?
I am attacking the rust monster with
All right.
my tusk.
Rust monster, not really paying attention to you, will be gored from behind, pierced by the wild tusk piercing through its thick chitinous body. That is 29 piercing damage, reduced by its DR. But it is heavily damaged, wounded, noticeably hurt, and gored by the piercing sting, as you can see thick globules of green blood drip to the floor.
He's then gonna swing around and whip a giant ass tail at this thing.
Excellent.
Which is the second attack. Cha.
The tail will slam into it, crushing its body into the stalagmite north of it, as it is slain, crushed and squashed like the bug it is.
Now, if I could ask for a quick bit of advice on what I have one remaining action. Is there a defensive thing I can do with that while I'm raging?
There is fight defensively.
I would have had to do that when I was attacking. Though,
Yeah, you could push the attack with a fight defensive though. The only other defensive action that would be available to you that I'm aware of would be total defense or movement, but total defense requires you to not have attacked, which you have. So.
Alright. Is this like a ground to ceiling rock?
Not ground to ceiling, no. Just a couple boulders, or the large boulders. You actually can see over them because of how tall you are. Somebody just remove the VBL for you.
Okay. In any case, I'm going to move up to try to, protect myself from getting absolutely surrounded.
Yeah.
And let people get in.
Excellent. Very good, very
That'll
good.
be my turn.
From there, we go to Germain.
You just see Harold, like...
And let me go remove the VBL on you guys so you guys can see into the room now.
Harold rushes forward, whips his head to the side as this thing is on its back. You hear this, like, deafening, gory crunch, and then he twirls around and you just hear another crunch as the giant tail hits something. There's more, my lord!
Oh my goodness, this is a right fuckfest. I'm going to.
Rest of the elevations of the creatures in the area so you can see where they're at.
Gotcha.
Push in, you can see the cockatrice feeding upon the horse, the 3 sturges that are alive, the one that is alive and attached to Harold, and the rust monster currently chewing upon a rusty sword dropped by the statue that it is in front of. There's a small tunnel directly behind the rust monster that leads out of this map.
Gotcha. All right, I make my check, and we're gonna hit him with a. Here's a question on Phantasm. How much of a approximation can I make of a creature with that?
It is a cantrip, so it's not going to be the most well-formed, but it's, you know...
Phantasm is level 1.
Oh, I just see the 0. Okay, I see.
Oh, that's the spell level. Brain
Yeah.
use. Okay, gotcha.
Alright, with it being level 1, I mean, it can make a fairly decent version of a creature. Not going to be, like, able to get, like, to the freckle, but, you know.
Yeah, but how much can it imitate the abilities of said thing?
Let's see.
Like,
here.
if I tried to do a version of Herald, because it just says 25% real per Phantasm point.
Well, it should be noted that Herald is larger than the Phantasm can create, unless you have dimensions in your keywords.
Oh yeah, the size matters. Okay. I'm
No,
going
it doesn't.
to. It's a work in progress.
But because the base spell is 25% real, effectively it'd be 25% of what Herald could do.
Gotcha.
Okay. Within reason. You wouldn't be able to have an illusion make a dragon's breath weapon that is like necrotic and life draining, but you could make.
Yeah.
There's certain things you can do.
Some stuff can happen. I'm still gonna. I'm gonna make it be a phantasm of our good buddy Hale, and it is going to be placed here.
Where?
Oh, I need to be.
Excellent.
Whoa.
Illusory hail.
More like hail no. Am I right, guys? Haha.
And it's just going to brace action if it can. If it can't, then that's fine, because it probably acts on my turn if I have it do anything.
Yeah, that acts when you want it to act with your controlling movements.
Okay. It'll just stomp and say something like some curse word in Dwarvish, since I speak that.
Excellent. All right. Very good. All right. From there, we would go to Chime.
Get this thing off me.
I am. Oh, I actually could. Huh.
But will you?
Well, job calls. Quick action, chip change, do. Movement action. Is charge the same distance as movement?
Charge is a single basic action, allows you to move half your movement, or 2 basic actions to move double. Either which way, you get an attack at the end, which is made at advantage.
And that was it half your movement for the single?
Yes,
action
half
move?
movement for single.
All right then. Movement action to move 40. Is it half movement to go through allies? Actually.
Generally, you can assume it's half movement. Yes.
Okay.
Like for the tunnels, you would just be in the land of sadness, but up here, you can just assume it's half movement.
Also, I'm small, so it's probably not too hard to get around me.
I'm only here, but I got reach. Yeah, okay. Can't use all the attacks, but I can use 1, 2, 3. Some of the gore. Normal. Let's do disadvantage. I'm gonna fight defensively.
Excellent.
And there we go.
And you're striking at the Sturge upon Herald?
Yep.
Excellent. Alright, that'll pierce through the Sturge's body as you gore into it, ripping through its little body as it is pierced in half. He did. Very good, very good. Anything else?
No, just be satisfied with life.
Blessings upon you, Chime.
One of the Sturges has gained initiative, as Sturge number 1, sensing the smell of blood, will gain initiative. The illusion... Are these guys mindless? They are not, so he is not immune to the illusion. Okay. Well, the closest enemy is that illusion, so I'm gonna go nyam nyam nyam. As the Sturge will fly towards illusory hail and begin to try to feed upon it, using its basic action charge to enter its attach. I will get a mind save to see if I realize it is an illusion. DC is 16?
Correct.
Alright, so he's happily attached.
And he actually feels something, because it's half real.
Mm-hmm. You will see him try to bite it with his other basic, as he begins to drink deep of the illusory nectar that he doesn't realize is not there. Alright. Malik, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see. Mal will spend a quick action to use his arcane. No, never mind. Yeah, arcane pool to gain, let's say extra reach for this one. Doesn't want to be anywhere near whatever the fuck is buzzing about in there. How does movement work exactly? Whoop, fella.
So it works very similar to 5th edition, where if you use a basic action, or a quick, whatever action you use to get yourself movement, that grants you that amount of movement for the round. So you can move, attack, continue moving, move, all your movement, whatever you want to do with it. It's just an allotment that you have. So you can use a basic action to move your movement speed, which defaults to 30 feet unless you have something different. You can use 2 basics to, move and then move again, or you can use 2 basics to run, which is triple your movement speed.
I'll do the double for now.
Excellent.
So
There is a third option, which is you can spend 2 points of stamina to quick action move. If you have a martial tradition, you might be able to do it as 1 stamina instead of 2.
Oh, that's Germaine. There we go. 45. 5. And there's one up there. Now that I see them, is it an action to try and identify something?
Normally in Unbound, it is a basic action to make a knowledge check. I do allow people to use a free skill check per round within reason.
Okay. Well, in that case, there's not really much I can do for my turn, so I will end it here.
Excellent. There is indeed a 10-foot cliff just directly north of you. Alright.
Okay.
Another Sturge has gained initiative. This Sturge has a choice to make. Do I go for the one that's already being fed upon, or do I go for the one over there? Do I want sharing is caring, or do I want giant elephant? Giant or small? Giant or small? We're going to roll him a d3. You're closer for the illusion, so we're going to give him 1 and 2. Elephant is 3. Alright, he will charge and do the same thing as he will feed upon the illusion, and will believe it is indeed an illusion, as he will bite the illusion after being attached. Yum, yum, yum.
Illusions are pretty cool.
Hail.
Sometimes, yeah.
I think so too, Leopold.
Let's see.
Says the air next to you, invisible.
Hell, there's 2 Surges on you!
I'm over here. How would there? You can't even see over there. I'd rather be over here.
Right.
Oh, hey, look, things.
Running into the chamber, you can see the cockatrice over top the cliff face, with several surges, seemingly feeding from you? That's weird.
That's awkward. Hey, cool, a bug.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Excellent. From there, we go to a Sturge, who's got more creatures. Illusory Hail has now got 2 of them on him. The next closest creature would be Herald, who's a very big elephant. So I'm going to roll a d4. 1 and 2, Illusory. 3 and 4, Herald. Elephant, you have gained a charge attack against you. A double action charge is the illusory, or the, not illusory, the Sturge will fly towards you and will try to attach with advantage. Let's see, what was my bonus to attach again? I don't remember. Plus CX. Okay. 24 to attach to you as the Sturge just latches on, and he is now attached to your body, ready to feed upon his next turn.
Is there any way I can, parry or repel that attempt?
You could, if it were not a touch attack.
Okay.
There is a, I think, professional rank talent that lets you parry touch attacks.
Interesting. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that is all you can do because he has a double action charge. So, the bottom of the initiative, something hidden has gained initiative. A lot of movements have happened, lumbering elephants and all that. So, we are going to do this and give it a mind save to see if it realizes the illusion is an illusion. Because it does, in fact, have 25% reality. Alright.
It's not the pure metal. It doesn't seem nice.
Something wicked this way comes, my lord.
Guys, I'll make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
So, top of the round, before anything else occurs, as the cockatrice looks up, seeing you all, and will let loose a as lair actions have now triggered within this combat. So, at the top of the initiative, 1 lair action will occur, as the cockatrice will let loose a cry. Falling debris from the ceiling above will begin to tumble down. As I will,
Not
I
rocks
think,
again.
tumbling boulders, my lair action. 3 creatures are randomly struck by falling debris. So, top down, left, right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 11. So that would be Sturge 3. Just technically grappled onto Harold, so you'll take some of this, Harold.
No!
Harold.
No!
And Harold.
May kill the Sturge as well.
The Sturge is obviously getting your ones too, it's just not as much.
Oh, that's so funny.
Alright, I need a body save from you twice, Harold. Actually, 3 times, because Sturge is attached to you.
Body save.
The
Number 1.
Sturge gets a body save.
Body
Fails
save.
its own.
Very apt. The person that looks like that looks like the cockatrice is also the one getting all 3.
Yeah.
It's not Harold's day.
Alright, the Sturge would suffer 6 points of crushing damage as the tumbling boulders will slam into it. You would suffer half of that. Harold, just make sure your save... Yeah, your save did fail the first one, so you'd suffer half of that, so 3. Now I would suffer 6. The following one, which are both targeting you, you have an 18 and a 15, so you'd save and suffer half damage. And the Sturge would suffer half damage, and if it saved, which it didn't, it would suffer 0, but yeah. So you would suffer 5, because you saved. Sturge would suffer 5, because it failed. And you'd suffer 2, because you saved, and Sturge would suffer 2, because it failed. The Sturge is crushed by the tumbling boulders, and because you only failed against the Sturge's attack, you are not knocked prone and pinned beneath the rubble. So you're just fine and dandy. But the Sturge is dead. And that is the layer action on the top of combat.
You stopped looking like the cockatrice before you entered the cave.
I can turn the cockatrice disguise back on if you want.
Oh no, I'm just telling him that it's off.
It's no longer.
Oh, it's no longer. Okay. I thought it wasn't
Yeah,
on
'cause
anymore.
I was sustaining other spells, so yeah.
Alright, Leopold. Tumbling boulders crush down upon your elephantine companion. It is your turn now.
It tickles.
Yeah, Leopold, I guess, will...
Rather fortunate, my lord.
Leopold will go stand behind Chime, because he has a 40-foot movement speed. Whoa, 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 wow. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Cool. That's one basic action. My next basic action, I will... I will point at the cockatrice and say, "Quick! Kill it! But don't damage the feathers!" And give y'all a +2 to all attacks against that target.
Excellent. Very good, very good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, the Northern Rust Monster has gained initiative. As its antennae will begin twitching, it will sense the smell of iron and other ferrous materials nearby. I assume you don't have any metal on you, Harold.
I do have a... Let me double check to get this right. I do have a, like, leather / iron barding.
No.
So it's leather, but then it's, you know, I have iron as a secondary. I don't know what that means.
It just means that I might be eating your armor.
The buckles. It's got buckles and stuff.
Alright.
It's got buckles.
Studded leather.
studded. Yeah.
The Rust Monster is going to leap from the cliff face, scuttling forward as it charges you, Harold. Specifically, it is charging your iron buckles upon your barding as he is going to try to rusting touch it. This is a sunder attempt that he does not provoke because he does have the talent for it. Alright. So. I need you to roll me a CMD check.
CMD, let's go.
As my charging sunder, I have a 17 sunder. Alright. The antennae will manage to touch the buckles upon your barding, as the rust or the buckles would begin to rapidly rust and decay, leaving small little rusted flakes upon the ground, which the rust monster will begin to devour. Yum yum yum. All right. On success, the object suffers 2d6 plus 4 points of acid damage, which is 15, or immediately drops to the next lowest break threshold, whichever is more detrimental. So, how much HP does your barding have? If you do not know, you can let me know what is the base design, and I can let you know.
I think it's 480 because it's big armor.
Oh, damn.
But I might have. I used a calculator to try to figure it out, so it might be right. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Gotcha.
I'll have to double check though.
So probably the next break.
Yeah,
condition.
probably
the next break. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. In that case, because it's getting to the next break threshold, it is considered scratched, which means an object above broken HP but at or below scratch HP can be repaired with an appropriate tool or at an appropriate facility at the cost of a quarter of the materials used to create the original item, repairing the object on completion, resulting in the item being restored to full health. It has no other detrimental effects. It's just currently in danger of being broken. So the rust monster
made this last season.
All right. The cockatrice has gained initiative. Unfortunately, the cockatrice cannot see the illusion because there is a giant column of stone here. But I do see a giant elephant and some other threats within my domain. So, I don't like that. So, with seasonal mating triggered, I deal additional dice worth of damage on all natural attacks and bypass 4 DR. Additionally, I am territorial, so I have +1 to attack and AC and on all adventure skill checks while within my territory. And nothing else is triggered thus far in terms of behaviors. But the cockatrice will begin scratching its thick nails upon the ground, and almost as if it's ready to charge. And with a flurry of wings, it will beat itself forward as it will spend a stamina to charge as a quick action. Or not charge as a quick action, to move as a quick action. Let's see, I can't see how far I'm moving. That's really annoying. There we go. DM view tells me. Alright. As it will fly forward to here, landing upon the ground. From this point, you'll see it begin to beat its wings back and begin to open its beak as a flurry of this foul, noxious vapor will begin pouring forth in a cone as it uses its basic action to activate a necrotic breath attack.
No, we've gotten the cone formation for him. We robbed him of it last session, so.
All right. Fortunately, you are out of the
fine.
radius, Malik, Leopold, and Jermaine. But Hale, Chime, and Harold, the three of you need to give me body saves.
Do the boulders protect me at all from this?
There is boulders there, isn't there? Let's see here. Just gonna erase this.
Is there cover on breath attacks?
Yeah, unless the breath attack has emanation, in which case no. So.
I am standing over it though, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know if
because of your height. Because of your height, no. I was about to say yeah, but you're too tall. So it kind of just
give him
shoots
like
over.
A +2 bonus to the save.
I'll give you that. Yeah, you'll have a +2 bonus on the save.
+2 bonus. Now roll a 1.
All right.
I'm
Hale,
gonna
you do
roll,
assist it.
luck on that.
Very good.
Then luck.
All right. How much does that bring you to total?
It's my luck modifier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Puts me to 16.
Very good. Very good. So you have a +2 luck mod.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yes, I do.
All right. So, Harold and Hale, the two of you are able to resist the effect, suffering half damage. However, Chime, you take the full force of it as you suffer full damage. That is 10 necrotic, reduced to 5 for those who saved. That's a pretty sad 66, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was like
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, you know, feeling good.
All right.
Bad. I don't know what people are talking about.
With my remaining basic, the cockatrice will look forward and will use a basic action charge to leap forward and strike at Hale. I do provoke from you, Hale, as I am charging through your reach to get to a available space.
That won't cost me my defensive action, does it?
No, it will cost you an attack of opportunity, though.
Okay, let's crush this motherfucker.
Alright, that will slam into the cockatrice, dealing some solid damage. The creature does reduce some of it because it does have DR. And I do resist all the fire, as the creature is resistant to fire, but that will still do some damage.
Bypass DR equal to the rank bonus and hammer, so bypass 2.
2 more damage. Excellent. Alright, there you go. Damage applied. As the cockatrice is scratched from the blow, but is still alive, this is a full attack coming your way, Hale. And it is at advantage for the first attack in the attack scheme.
Okay.
Alright. There's a 25 to hit you for 17 bludgeoning, and I roll really fucking high on both my damage rolls. 20 necrotic.
Parry would be the total amount, correct?
You need to exceed my result. You need 26 or higher.
26. I don't know if I can hit 26. Give me just a second. Let me throw up my...
Yeah, that's like... You'd have to roll like a 20, I
I
think.
think I'd have to roll a 20. But, my parry, yeah, is plus 6, so I'd have to roll a 20. Yeah, let's fucking parry it.
Let's
You got this.
go!
Why not?
I believe.
I believe.
Alright, as the flurry of the cockatrice's beak will pierce through your thickened armor, you do suffer the 17 points of physical damage and 20 necrotic.
So that gets reduced by armor DR, which is 3.
Yep. Additionally, because I hit you with my bite, which is my peck, you are subject to cockatrice petrification. I need a body save.
oh no.
Body save.
Alright, you managed to resist the petrifying attack of the cockatrice. No negative effects.
Ooh.
Alright. That is one of my attacks. Because I had a charge to do that, I do not get all of my any other ones because I do not have pounce. You can only make a single attack if you do not have pounce. But you know, that's pretty vicious. Pretty vicious.
Yeah.
Alright, as the motherly, or not motherly, they technically would be a motherly. You just don't have the eggs yet. The mated pair, the one that you slew, is most vengefully attacking you. Harold, it is your turn.
My lord always slaying the beastie.
It also seems to, from your knowledge, Harold, be focusing on Hale as its challenged target. You believe that the cockatrice will attack no others until Hale is defeated, or slain, or whatever. And it gets an additional +1 to attacks and saves against Hale.
Right.
However, its AC is reduced by 2 against all others.
Yes, I had said, quick, kill it!
I'm killing, my lord.
Uh,
And
you have my +2 to hit the cockatrice.
right. Harold's gonna shrug off the rust monster because he's got chitin now to make some armor.
Yeah.
And he's going to all-out attack the cockatrice
Excellent.
with the gore. Those are the wrong checkboxes. There we go.
That will pierce into the side of the cockatrice, dealing some solid damage. As it is noticeably hurt, wounded twice by the blow, but still standing.
And then here comes the tail slap. Second attack. Kablop.
That one will, however, miss, as the tail slap will just go wide, flying over top of the cockatrice as it ducks low, trying to peck at tail. Not even
29 damage, goddamn.
Is that
Realizing
including
it
your
just
+2 and its -2?
Yeah, my AC is pretty high.
Yeah, I didn't change any of the modifiers.
Yeah,
for-
you're effectively looking at a 15 to hit, and my AC is more than that.
All right, and here comes the follow-up attack.
Push the attack.
With pressing the attack with the gore.
Mm-hmm.
Third attack.
Oh, you're wild attacking. Because of wild attack penalty, that would hit. Wild attack adds an additional -3 to my AC, so...
Ooh.
I am more heavily wounded than before. Not in good shape. Near death, in fact.
You could knock it out, Harold. Think about it. Think about the eggs it would lay.
How close are you to my ear right now? I am phasing.
I'm by chime, so...
Time is 5 feet away from you.
That's true.
What is it to knock out? Is that like
You would need to
non-lethal
make a
thing?
non-lethal attack, which is at a -4 penalty to hit.
Natural weapons don't have the penalty.
Do they not?
It doesn't say in the players thing I was just looking at.
In any case, I'm going to because it's like it can turn things to stone, and Harold's kind of curious about that. He is going to knock it senseless instead of mercilessly slaying it.
All right, very good, very good.
Or try to, at least. And boo. That is. I didn't include the modifier for anything. So
Yeah.
That's just a.
Well, that will definitely slam and jam as the cockatrice is knocked senseless into unconsciousness. As it falls unconscious.
I saw an opportunity, my lord.
That's
Apologies.
fine. No, it's all good. Just there's something else that was crawling on you.
No matter, my lord. It just ate my armor.
Anything else?
No. I think I'll. I think that's it. I'm gonna just
Excellent.
look at this thing as it munches on my arm.
All right, Jermaine, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see.
Look, the cockatrice is asleep.
So, for my phantasm, I could ask Duke to roll an attack roll, and then I would just reduce the damage dealt by the percentage of phantasm.
Yep.
Cool.
Sorry.
Roll an attack roll. Hail.
Okay. That's a 1.
Well, the illusory figure will strike out, and you can roll me another d20 to see if it fumbles. It does not fumble, but too swarmed by the sturges flying around them, they're unable to really get a strong swing out.
Alright. Gonna line up my vision with this rust monster, and I will sicken it. But I
Excellent.
fucking missed my check!
Ooh. The spell will fizzle, as the mana is still spended unless you want to make a mana control check to save it.
I'll do a mana control. If I actually select my own guy.
Alright. The mana control is the same DC as the spell itself. If you fail by 5 or less, you only use half of the mana instead of all the mana. Since it looks like the DC is 16, you'd only use half of the mana required.
Okay.
So you're able to control some of the mana that you lost, but not all of it.
If I were to fail a spell, but I still am wanting... Like, how does that, no, that's not it. A vanishing trick. It says when I cast a... What's the wording on this?
You can post the ability, I can let you know.
Or I'll actually create a macro for this, but here we go. I technically failed to cast it.
Which means the vanishing trick would not trigger.
I'm no longer invisible.
Curses!
Runs away.
Alright. Shime, it is your turn. There's an unconscious cockatrice in front of you. There's a rust monster trying to eat Harold's armor. And there's 2 sturges swarming the illusory hail.
That's all well and good, but did Hale fail that check? The body save, or?
They did not fail the petrification save now.
Okay. Man, Harold cleaned house, you know? Let's see.
That's what happens when you bring an elephant into a line.
We pushed him all the way. We're not taking him out. Yeah, well, basic action. That one. Is that a dead rust monster underneath the cockatrice?
Yeah. I probably have a dead version of him. I just search my library.
So we'll scoot around.
Blech. That's
You know what? We can go all the way to a flank. I'm pretty sure I'd take an opportunity attack. Can I? You know what? I'll cheat. Yeah, I'll do it.
How many AOPs does it have?
Alright.
I go here.
Uh,
I think I walked in. Oh, I don't know its reach actually.
what was your path?
From here to here. I don't think it is.
So you're
reach.
jumping upon the boulders and climbing up.
Oh, that's a boulder. Sorry, I
Boulders.
missed the texture.
Boulders.
Let me remeasure. I'm overcomplicating this. I can just kill.
Just walk through Malik.
There's a cliff directly north of Malik, so...
Guess so.
Just climb on my back, there, Chime.
There we go. I don't think it's a flank, but
It is not, I'm afraid.
alright. Copy Harold's moves. They work.
Critical confirm, as your gore will pierce through the creature's body, dealing 46 points of damage and bypassing... times 19? Good God.
As many... Half my attacks are crits.
Is that accurate? What the fuck?
Yes, actually.
All right. Well, bypassing 19 of my DR, which I definitely
does
don't have
DR
19.
bypass? No, that should not be accurate.
Yeah, because
I
it's
should
a
bypass
critical
none.
rating. If your critical rating is 19.
You might have
Yeah, I just mistyped it. I meant to say that it was 20 to 19. It should have been 1.
Okay, so 1 bypass and then it's 19-20 crit. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So right now it's showing you as a 20 to crit. So that's an easy fix, but. Alright, 46 damage, bypassing 1 of my DR. I have 6 DR, so that's 41 damage. I am dead.
Shit.
As you just pierce into the creature's body, killing it in one solid blow.
Headbutt.
There you go.
Yeah, we clack tusks.
Nice. Alright,
I'm
Sturge
stuck
number
in the
1
ground.
will continue to feed upon the creature, and we'll get a mind save to see if it realizes it's not, in fact, feeding.
I forgot the sturges were there.
He will continue to feed.
Oh, nice.
Malik, it's your turn.
Sweet illusory blood.
Yes, glorious. It's 25% real.
It's the new diet. Just eat food that's not there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Malik, it is your turn. You can see that there's 2 Sturges left alive, currently feeding upon illusion. That's the only threat that seems to really be in the area, though.
Makes me think about holographic meatloaf. Also, Vess, you're muted.
Oh shoot, I was talking. My bad. Yeah, no, I will be moving forward. I believe I still have extra breach, unless that's just 1 turn.
What was
I
it from?
forget. Arcane Pool. I forget if it is from.
I believe it's for a
1
minute.
turn. Okay, in which case, I will be taking an attack towards the Sturge number 4, I believe.
Excellent.
Okay, so macros, attack, rapier. Just this. Oh,
Oh, that will
Nice.
slam into it, critically its body as it is pierced by the rapier and slain in one solid blow.
let's go. And I believe that's all I can do this turn.
He moved and attacked. That is correct.
Okay.
All right, Hale, it is your turn.
Oh, yay. I'm gonna recharge my hammer with a quick action, and then I'm gonna smash myself and the Sturge.
Excellent.
Oh no!
Now will crash into the Sturge, crushing its body and burning it to cinder as it is dead.
I also hit myself.
It is unfortunately true, yes.
I've killed the evil version of myself.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Make a mind save.
Truly, make a mind save.
Are you
Yeah.
the real Hale?
You have killed the evil version of yourself.
I am the good one.
All right. The next initiative, you guys feel the trembulations of the ground beneath your feet beginning to crack and break as, burrowing up from the earth beneath the feet of Leopold, a large rockworm will break through.
Damn it!
I had to move to get here, so I couldn't appear last round. Anyways, I'm gonna power attack you. You are flat-footed for this. Have fun.
Welcome to my hell.
Can I parry flat-footed?
Not unless you have combat reflexes.
I don't.
Alright, that is an 18 to hit your flat-footed AC for 36 points of damage.
It hits me. Owie. That's a lot of damage.
It's true.
A lot of damage.
I also get a free grapple attempt against you as I begin to grasp hold of your body with advantage because of my grab trait. So that's a 15 to grapple you. I need a CMD to resist.
I'm very wounded.
As Leopold is near
Claus is in
dead
trouble.
because of the rockworm suddenly appearing.
Guys! You said CMD?
CMD.
Normal.
You are not grappled as you are able to push the creature off of you, barely.
My blood allows me to slip through.
All right.
Bleeding so much.
With a hungering, vicious bite, the creature will use its hungering beast to attack you as a quick action.
Am I still flat-footed?
Not for this one, no.
Okay, cool.
You are able to parry this one. I just miss.
Cool. Thank you.
It would have killed you.
All right. The creature will then continue by ending its turn. Leopold. Oh God, you're bleeding orifices.
Cousin! Behind you, everyone! Okay.
No one expects the rocket worm inquisition.
Okay. Need to do some math real quick. Alright, if I max roll, I will be okay. I'm pretty mad about this.
Oh god.
All right. That is 10 fire damage crackling through the rockworm's thick chitinous body as it does take some fire damage.
Cool.
That is a 15-foot explosion, though, so Harold,
Oh god damn it, not this again.
the cockatrice that was unconscious, and Germain all take the 10 damage as well.
Is there any save or is it just damage?
Nope.
Just
You
damage.
just take
The
damage.
cockatrice is singed and flamed, but is maybe alive?
Cool.
God damn it.
Pick it up.
I'm then going to...
Why did you just fucking withdraw?
I'm gonna explode again, guys!
That
so
was.
if I do that one more time, I am unconscious. I have 5 non-lethal damage right now.
Yeah,
I
you're just gonna be unconscious on the ground, and he's just gonna kill you.
Cool. I'm going to... Withdrawing is 1 basic action, right?
I believe withdraw is 2, but I will double check.
Okay.
I mean, you have your 5-foot step.
You do have 5-foot step.
I have a 10-foot step.
Full withdrawal requires 2 basic actions. Yep.
Cool. 10-foot stepping to here.
You step
then
around
I
the corner.
Something ignited me from below.
Elephant turns to face the rockworm.
I'll just do this again. Kill it!
Excellent.
And that's my turn.
All right. The battle of the great beasts begins. The cockatrice, having suffered lethal damage, is still technically alive and is not in negative HP, so it's just unconscious. Nothing bad happens. You almost killed it. Harold, the battle of the titans between the elephant and the worm begins. It is your turn.
Somebody play Guile's theme.
Break and bash and crush and crackle. And Harold's gonna try to pierce its hearts now that it knows where they are.
It's true. It has 2 of them. Fortunately, you have 2
so
tusks.
Raging, wild attacking, first attack.
All right. That will strike out towards it, but unfortunately, the creature turns to the side just in time to cause your otherwise lethal blow to pierce into its thick chitinous plates, causing it to simply scrape alongside, deflecting the attack.
I need to make a bit of a change because it's big, and I get a bonus against big things. There we go.
Following up with the tail slap.
Mhm. The tail slap will swing forward, critically crackling into its body, as that is confirmed crit for 68 points of bludgeoning damage. As the creature will roll around, taking 58 total, cracking to the ground as you feel a thick crunch break through the chitinous hide into its skull and just kind of slowly ring down as the plate upon its skull falls off. The brain of the creature smushed to ribbons as it is slain, and combat is over. I had 44 HP when you crit me right then.
Oh my god.
Leopold spits up blood.
I've protected you, my lord.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, Harold. Jermaine, I'm dying.
You look worse than I did when that thing fucked me last time. I suppose I could heal you.
Let's get that checked out.
Please, Jermaine.
You know, we should probably secure the alive, chimeric creature that is on the floor.
Chime struggles around on the floor. Get it? Bind its tail too.
Jermaine,
I'm managing it. Oh, it's happening.
Jermaine, if I die, you don't get paid.
Shit.
You still get paid. Don't listen to him.
You have to go back to the temp agency.
It just goes to Malik, and Malik pays us.
Jermaine, I've never told anyone this. My cousin is extremely unlucky.
Alright.
Why'd you have to tell them?
Well, no, it's funny because I'm the one who's dying right now with the worm randomly attacking.
Look, let's get this all fixed up.
Cousin, these things have never happened to me before. What is happening?
Is this
pain? What is this? What is this feeling? It's like a nausea and like a ache in my stomach. Is this that anxiety you were telling me about?
Yes.
Searches for loot like a goblin.
All right. As you're looking around the cave, you can see that there are several statues of slain humanoid victims. There's, of course, the wolf at the entrance and the horse on top of the cliff. But you can see a few things of note. Give me a perception check for more. But things are immediately obvious. There appears to be some mushrooms that look fairly healthy growing along the small cave pool here. But, being a dwarf, I think your eyes are probably most gleaming towards the thick cluster of crystals in the northeast edge of the cave.
Oh, pretty.
Thank you, Jermaine.
You're welcome.
Can I identify these?
You give me a knowledge material.
Yay.
I didn't know that cockatrices formed little armies of all the local critters.
You can roll me a nature check on that.
It did send the stampede after us. Harold, are you okay?
Yes, my lord, just a bit tired after crushing their skulls.
You did a very good job, Harold. Exactly what we paid you for. Well, not exactly. Well, I guess technically this falls under pest control, right?
It does indeed, my lord.
Perfect. Good job, Harold.
You never defeated me.
Did you bring him back? Did Illusory Hail come back?
I mean, technically, I don't think he is destroyed, even if you figure out he's an illusion, because illusions don't have HP pools.
It's true.
Oh, wow.
Even though
Damn
this
you.
one is a phantasm, it's still illusory.
Mhm.
Oh, it doesn't have 25% of his HP as well.
That's a good question. Does it have the normal, like, this thing's gotta do a save or whatever? Because it's like an illusion still. It doesn't have its own stats. It just can create the effects of its illusion to some degree, right?
Yeah.
Because even if I did full phantasm times 4 and it's 100% real, it's still an illusion that isn't the real thing.
Correct. Yeah. It doesn't have HP. It's just a save whenever you interact with it.
It's not a
Resist.
shadow.
Interesting.
With a 20 on knowledge material for the crystals there, you believe they're a mana crystal.
Ooh.
When cut successfully and grinded into a powder, it can be used as mana dust, which is a very valuable material that is used in most forms of enchanting.
Well, I do have Harvest Essence, but I don't know if this would be Harvest
This would be mining,
Minor?
I'm afraid.
or Stun Cutting.
I have both stone cutting and mining.
Can I assist him in making it so it's most useful?
If you have the skill as well, then you may assist.
Oh, I don't know! Ah, my feeble soft hands. I don't know how to mine.
It's okay. Not many people do.
Luzo Hale will assist him.
A loser. I'm a fucking loose. I cannot roll to save my life today.
Wait, could my illusion take the aid action? Because my illusion technically, I know it
Well,
does.
I am afraid that 25% of 1 is still 0.
No. We round to nearest whole values.
All right. Well, with a 9, you begin to pick at the crystals here, and there's chipping away, and nothing's really catching. You're unable to harvest anything of use, and you very quickly stop yourself before you ruin the cluster, in hopes that it might grow further in the future. So nothing harvested, but you might be able to harvest this later in the future.
Put a pin in it. I hit my hand, with getting slapped by the fucking bird.
Cousin, did they say anything about cockatrices? Chime brought up a good thing about since when did cockatrices make lots of friends and command armies? I mean, like I know I'm supposed to command armies. That's like the whole thing that you told me I'm supposed to do. Well, not armies yet, but friends. Why does the cockatrice have friends, cousin?
How am I supposed to know? Do you think I specialize in understanding these creatures?
You're the one who went to school.
For accounting and running the numbers, running the books. What do you mean?
Well, I didn't go to school, so I don't know what they go over.
Not the relationship interspecies between cockatrice and other creatures. That's not one of the things that we learn.
My lords, I understand that you hire people to do things that you don't know how to do. Harold, do you know anything about animals?
Oh yeah, Harold.
What's that, my lord? I was just having a little nap over here.
The cockatrice, do you know if it's a history of befriending other things or symbiotic relationships?
Well, it's
I
nature.
haven't studied animals as much, but
Knowledge,
think about
nature. Let me double check I've got that.
I know I don't.
I sure do.
I have knowledge psyche, guys. And
All right.
Oh my god! Wow!
All right. Well, by their nature, the cockatrice rarely likes any other creature. let alone their presence. Rarely willing to let non-cockatrices near their dwellings, there are those, however, that the cockatrices are surprisingly unbothered by. Perhaps due to some form of symbiosis, cockatrice finds the presence of rust monsters and rockworms as willing allies. Perhaps this is due to the nature of the corpses the cockatrice leaves behind, calling to these rust monsters as a form of sustenance, allowing them to clean the den of the cockatrice of pollutants, while the rockworms produce the intricate burrows that the cockatrices so love. Furthermore, you believe that the sturges act as a form of pest control, more of like a quad symbiotic relationship between these 4 different creature types. The rust monsters keep the den clean, the sturges keep it free of pests, and the rockworms build the tunnels. And all of which seem to live together in somewhat harmony, which is strange because cockatrices are known as the devil chicken, so it's weird that they have something that actually they like. It's not a cockatrice. And even other cockatrices they get a little angry with.
You see a chalky bead of a tear form upon Harold's eye. We destroyed a beautiful ecosystem here, my lord.
Wonderful.
Good riddance.
It was so wonderful.
Yes, but at least we have a lot of meat now.
Oh, you're right.
Is any of this even edible? I'm not one to question, but they look like,
Everything
insects.
The cockatrice is edible. They told us that. Those rust monsters you call them, they look like lobsters. So we can probably eat those.
By the gods,
For
are you implying
Hale,
that
you can give me a
lobsters look like
nature check.
insects?
Nature. I don't have nature.
Well,
You
lobsters
can give me
are
a intelligence check because you are a dwarf.
Nice.
When you're digging a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's my favorite. Hold on. Raw intelligence check. Where would I go for that?
Technically, also, we could
In the
eat the horse
campaign
prison
frame,
if there was
it
a
should
mess.
just be at the very top of the campaign macros. Just
Oh, yeah.
int. All right. Rust monsters are actually they're not the most tasty, but in certain households they are considered a delicacy. Kind of think of them like a lobster, but back in the past when lobster was considered peasant food.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, you could treat this exactly like a lobster. It's not as, got the depth of flavor, but you throw some butter and, some goat's milk, the traditional dwarven spices, a bit of chocolate, and it tastes delicious.
Ugh, lobsters.
As in, I know you hate seafood, but that's literally the only thing I've ever eaten.
Look, we're better than this.
Seafood is so good!
No,
It's
you're,
not
you're
even
gonna have
seafood, it's mind food.
you're gonna have to change that awful attitude of yours regarding seafood. It is nothing more than peasant food.
Cousin, you are missing out. When I killed that tuna with my bare hands as a child, I never felt more alive.
Can you two come lash this goddamn bird up or something? Stop
I
just
thought you.
talking over there like
Oh,
you're.
Hale, I thought you were up there. I didn't know which one was you.
Me and fucking Harold have to start cutting this shit up or dragging it back somehow. I don't know.
So,
Yeah,
you wanting to
I'll-
harvest the rockworms and the rust monsters?
Yeah, give me a hand. I'll cut them up for you to grab up pieces.
All right, let's start with the rockworms since you know what you're doing. I will need those checks.
Utility.
And luckily, we both have 1 wound on us now. So-
Render. It is render, right? I've got
Yes,
this
render.
correct. Okay. Thank you.
Malik, what is your lashing?
My lashing is probably terrible.
25.
It's your dex.
Lashing. Where is the Slashing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Harold, what the fuck?
All right.
I think Hale's holding you back, dog.
I mean, I matched him at the
No, I think the more we exceed, the better, right? So I think all of the assistance is good. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's no negative assistance, I don't think.
Only if you roll real bad, which I believe is like fail by 5 or something like that. But it's really hard to do that when the DC is reduced by 10. All right. You guys would harvest another 20 pounds of common chitin.
Yes.
Let's see here. The next check was a 24, I believe. It was a 23 plus 1, yeah. So, all right. You guys would then harvest another sinew without issue. For the blood, let's see here. You have a 16 with a. I think that might be successful, but it might not be. It is success. Okay. A 17, bringing us to a total success of 3 more vials of blood. And then for the hearts, you would have to do a natural 20. You'd harvest both hearts without issue. So you gain 20 chitin, 1 sinew, 3 blood, and 2 hearts from the rockworm. You now have the rust monsters. The rust monsters have 3 different things that are harvestable, so 3 different checks per rust monster.
I like how Harold is just kind of like resting his head up on the cliffside. It's like a little harvesting table for him.
Yeah.
So that's the first one, the second one, and this is the third one.
While they do that, were there any items or equipment that was left that wasn't eaten up, like bags or things that were metal?
There would be a few bags, but nothing metal because the rust monsters have been gnawing on them.
That's fine.
And I'll get that in just a moment. Let's see here.
Can't believe they only have precious jewels and gemstones.
Yeah, they only have diamonds.
All right. With the harvest of the first rust monster, you'd be able to harvest 10 pounds of its common chitin body. Additionally, you would have, with a 23 showing, would be able to harvest all 4 vials of the rust monster blood. And then with the final check of 16 showing, you'd only be able to harvest 1 of the antennae into a powdered dust form, known as rust monster antennae dust. You have 1 more rust monster to harvest.
Ooh, right.
So I'll just give you guys another There we go.
I'm sure this is very useful, my lord.
Alright, you'd harvest another 10 pounds of common chitin.
Lots of chitin for the armor.
And then 19, 20.
Yeah, we'll probably have to fix yours, Harold. So
I've got big plans, my lord.
I think all your plans have to be big, do they not?
yeah, that
Have you ever had a small plan, Harold?
Alright, and you'd harvest 3 vials of rust monster blood, as well as 1 more vial of the antennae dust, as your loot sheet item lab has been updated. Looking around the cave, outside of the crystal that kind of distracted you, you would find upon the horse, inside the saddlebags, there is a few items of note. Specifically, some of the gold or metals that the rust monsters did not get to. You guys would find. Would someone want me to roll, or someone want to roll me 4d8, followed by 2d6?
Would my luck be able to affect it in any way?
It will, and I'll apply it as appropriate, based on the party's group luck.
No! You idiots! How much negative luck do we have?
What is your luck score, Shine? I can look at this sheet.
Is not good.
It's 8. All right, you guys have a combined luck modifier of 2.
Yeah. Let's
Yay.
Alright, we're still positive.
Still
Positive.
positive.
Mine will be going higher, I promise, guys.
I'm also planning on pumping mine up 1.
What do you want me to roll again?
40.
Yeah. 48, and then 2d6. All right, you guys would find loose coinage within the saddlebag containing 18 silver and 10 gold.
Yay.
I mean,
Look,
hey, that's
cousin,
not a bad
this place
roll
has
to
already
roll.
turned a profit.
No, it hasn't.
Do you think we need to, like... We can leave these here, right? We don't need to take them back with us, do we?
Wait. Points forward. Another part of the cave.
Well, there's actually two.
So
I saw one when I was checking the horse.
you can see that there's the cliff face to the north that has a tunnel leading north and off map, and a tunnel to the southeast atop the cliff leading southeast and off the map. Additionally, you can see that there is the body of what appears to be some form of common folk, a villager or a lumberjack, something of that nature, and the body of a soldier.
I have knowledge, nobility, and martial and local. Would I be able to know who they're a soldier for?
Yeah, you can give me a knowledge nobility check.
Is
Yeah.
this statue mostly put together here in the middle?
That one is fairly put together, yes. It appears to be some form of orcish gentleman, just judging from the small tusk kind of protruding from the lower lip, who is holding what appears to be a scepter in his left hand, dressed in robes.
You know, maybe we can look into how you cure the petrification. This one looks intact.
Not a bad idea, Chime. Also, cousin, I have no idea who that is a soldier of. Do you?
It's true.
That one. There, the dead one.
What knowledge would that be?
Nobility.
Nobility. Let's see. Well, my window does not want to appropriately scale certain windows. Do believe I have knowledge expertise on this as well.
Knowledge expertise means that you are allowed to roll.
Okay, just double checking. Well, that's a 15.
Oh, smart.
All right. Let's see here. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Where is this? That's right, that's where that information's found. Okay, just one moment while I load up my notes for this section. It says it is in a different location than I was looking. Lore.
That guy is from Glingletown.
Yeah.
Not Glingle Glongle Town.
Glingletown. famed for their amazing skills of literature. True wordsmiths.
All right. There we are. So, with that, you are able to identify that the soldier himself seems to be a soldier dedicated to the Seasworn Hall. Your liege lord, in fact, out from Pearlmark, the capital of the island.
We could gain some good graces with the liege lord if we bring this man home. I would imagine. Seems to be connected to the man above ourselves in station.
So, like, on the way out, because we got two different ways. Or do we just take him with us now, or like stuck him in a bag?
Well, we know where he is. We can always come back to get him. It's probably not the greatest of ideas to encumber ourselves just yet, given that we don't know what comes next.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? We should. Okay. Let's flip a coin. North or south?
North looks like it leads outside, so south.
How do you know that leads outside?
Because the light flowing out of it.
Oh, well, then we just kind of peek out where it leads out, and then we can head south.
You are muted if you're talking, as you're kind of sitting in the pool there. You do sink a little low, by the way. It's a little muddy, but you're an elephant, so it's fine.
What is the statue of over here?
That statue appears to be of a elven woman wielding a short spear, dressed in some form of lighter armor, covered in stone, because, she's a statue.
Yeah.
Is she also mostly or completely intact?
For the most part, completely intact, yeah.
Cool.
Could I do a history check to compare these statues to see, like, maybe there's some type of significance historically?
Don't really have a lot to go on, but maybe you'll roll really fucking high. So you can give me a history check.
Okay.
Peeking your head out from the northern tunnel, it seems to lead off another about 60 feet and winds to the east before releasing out into a forested glade.
I rolled a 12.
You have no idea. So you guys know, I'm pretty sure I posted this somewhere, but just so I post it in your notes. The soldier slain within the cockatrice den is a soldier of House Aberray, which is your liege lord based out of Pearlmark. There you go. Yes. As you assumedly look through the southeast corner, the tunnel there curves off for a good long while, traveling east and then northwards, before eventually popping out into what appears to be a small riverside cave.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Do I know what would cure these people of their petrification?
You can give me a nature check.
I don't have nature.
Well, you can give me an Arcana check.
I don't have Arcana.
Well, I'm afraid you're in the land of sadness then.
Hey
don't know.
guys. Hey, gnome. You know
Yes.
magic.
Yes.
Would you
Now,
happen
Hale.
to know how to cure people of petrification?
Killing.
Hale, I told you we have to call people by their names. That's germane.
Okay, human.
Put some respect on your lord at the very least. He's
Lord
the one
Human.
He's the one paying you.
Fine.
I rolled an 18.
An 18. All right. It is said that the cockatrice's blood can be formed into a salve mixed with other ingredients to produce a curative for their form of petrification. Additionally, you know that there are other forms of magical cures for petrification, but they are quite powerful. Specifically, petrification is a tier 5 condition and thus require a tier 5 condition removal spell.
You can craft something from the body of a cockatrice to cure it, or some fucking powerful magic. It's fucking difficult. I can't.
Okay. Well, then I'll just pick this up and carry it with us.
Maybe we should finish exploring before we.
How much does it weigh?
The statue?
Yeah,
Let's see here.
The lady?
the lady.
Hale, leave the statue for now. We'll get it on the way back out. I promise. You can carry her back.
All right. Roll me a D18 plus 2. Not times
Wow.
2, plus 2, plus 2.
So,
Oh,
so
well then
a
it's
3.
3.
So it'd be a 3, yeah. All right. Well, the statue is surprisingly light. Whatever stone it turned into is not that dense. It only weighs 405 pounds.
Hey, 405 pounds. Way too heavy for me, but
We'll grab it on the way out. Hale, just leave it where it is.
I feel like we better grab it on the way out, or else bad things will happen.
Yeah, we're grab. I've already told you we're grabbing it and the orc over there.
Jermaine,
Yes.
how long do you think it'd be to try and brew a salve with that blood?
Probably an hour at least, if you're good.
Are you?
I'm a home alchemicalist. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm a home alchemicalist. It doesn't.
Look, we can find someone in town. Remember the guy who sold us the potions?
What? And then we'll have to pay him or put more on your tab?
Oh no. Well,
Think of
hold
the
on.
excitement.
It's my town, so I mean,
It's more funny if we do it this way.
yeah. If anything, they owe us.
No, it's more funny if we do it this way in the middle of the fucking woods.
I do
Also-
have alchemy plus 6.
As the person in charge, I'm saying we're not doing it now.
The
So,
reason why
it's
you're
more-
at a plus 5 is because you're wounded, giving a -1 penalty.
That's why I was just fucked last time.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you're trying to make the curative?
Can't do that without the blood that we haven't extracted from the corpse that's on the back of the...
Yeah, we have to get the blood.
It's
first.
true.
Um,
But you believe with a
John-
9, you're not sure if you can do it yourself. You think you might need
Yeah.
more tools and maybe better ingredients, or the ingredients themselves.
I'm
True.
making the
So I
executive
was just-
decision. We're not doing it now.
I was just trying to see what my roll was.
Fair enough.
But low.
I feel
Move
the same
onward.
way.
Hey,
Ow, ow, Harold, it's a tight squeeze.
I'm just concerned, my lord, that y'all have left this poor, defenseless cockatrice here on the ground,
that's
untied, just
No,
waiting.
I've told you guys to tie it 3 times. I don't care at this point.
I did tie it.
All right. Would you guys like to, just to hurry things up because we're nearing the end, like to gather up the cockatrice, the loot that you have found? Obviously, you're leaving the mushroom, the crystal, the mana crystal, for later, and head back to town.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll take the statues if we're going back.
You're wanting to take both the statues as well.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
much is
Harold-
the other statue?
The other
Okay.
statue.
Harold, how much can you carry? What's your
Only
max
like
weight?
1,000 something, so
A lot, but not infinite.
that's a 16,000 pounds.
That is 3,120 pounds for the orc statue.
Not happening.
We're taking the lady
I
statue.
can take the lady.
All right.
I can
take
carry
the
the
elf.
lady if you want, but
Did anyone try to look at these mushrooms? Are they mushrooms?
They are mushrooms.
mushrooms.
No one has tried looking at them yet.
I would
you
like.
could be the change you want to see in the world.
I'm the
I'm a
gardener.
You are the gardener.
I will harvest them.
Look, we'll get the salve. We'll make the salve. We'll bring the salve back. We'll use it on the orc, and he can walk back.
Can you render bodies? Like humanoid bodies?
Technically. All right. With that harvest herbalist check, you're able to harvest the the Nature's Bloom mushroom. Specifically, with a 20, you would be able to harvest. Let's see, it's a 12, 15, 18. Not quite 3 of them. Or 4 of them. You'd be able to harvest 3 uses of them. They, you believe, can be used to form curative potions.
Wow.
This is the whale song, my lord. Just in mushroom form.
Perfect.
There we go. All right. As you gather up all of your supplies, though, and pack up the elven woman statue and make your way out, for our knowledge, just go to the map of the maps, the world map, even.
We hear
Are you guys?
rumbling.
Now, are you guys wanting to make your way back to town via the path you came in on, or would you want to make your way back to town via the road?
I don't want to go. Everyone, all in favor of avoiding Death Mountain, raise your hand.
You just
There's still the body of.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
need to
must
go
go
get
get-
Raph
Yeah, we must go get Raph. Let's go get Raph's body.
and the body of the woodcutter.
No,
and
and-
the body of the soldier.
we'll just send people for all those bodies. How about that?
No, Raph may have things that are valuable on him for keepsakes.
I mean, this lair seems like it could ward off predators for a while, but I don't think Raph's is left out to the elements. It wouldn't be wise to leave him out there.
All
Pretty
right,
sure he's
back-
buried.
No,
Well,
the Death Mountain. We're getting Raph's stuff.
I'm pretty sure he's buried under rubble. So unless you're digging,
I feel like we already took care of Death Mountain. We've killed 3 rock worms. Should be fine.
like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Raph is under rubble right now. He's not like out there in the open.
I
For
think
Hale-
he just got brained by a rock. Or
Yeah,
You would need to
yeah.
spend time
Always
searching for
captive.
his body because he was definitely slammed by many tumbling boulders during that event.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Hale-
died early before we even got up the mountain, so he's at the bottom covered in rocks.
Hale, just give a dwarfen like a rock funeral chant, and we'll just take the road back.
You're dumb, you died.
You're dumb, you died.
Rock
You're
and stone.
dumb, you died.
All right.
Ripping piss,
Um,
idiot.
in this case, have you guys set me up in a marching order heading east.
Rip and piss.
Put me in the center because I got all the shit.
I'll go in the front because it's funny.
Heading east.
Heading east. So, this is
I'm
the front.
behind Harold.
Where are we looking right now?
You guys are just on the Highland
Oh,
Cave map.
thank you. Thank you.
Is Aluzo Hale coming with us too?
He is, because he's sustained.
Oh, nice. And then Malik in the back by me.
All right. So, as you begin to leave Death Mountain, as you have so dubbed it, pushing your way north and towards the road leading back to town, I am going to actually copy your tokens via the DM view so I can see this better, and then put you on the right map.
We come across a marching army.
Oh my goodness, you guys' marching order broke. It's fine. I fixed it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Roll initiative.
There we go. All right.
You get attacked by a red dragon.
Yes, the red dragon appears before you all. Now,
No.
So-
Harold, I choose you.
as you're returning down the mountain, or more accurately, the hill, you guys would come across a lone dirt road that cuts through the forest like a river, snaking its way through the trees, heedless of their obstruction. Scattering patches of sunlight pierces through the canopy above, giving the otherwise gloomy forest a taste of sunshine. As you round the corner of the path, two slope bridges rise on either side as the road cuts a small canyon through the earth. Loose moss-covered boulders lie strewn about, along with thick ferns and bushes. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Still wounded, my lord.
Always wounded, never healthy. And we have the unlucky Malik.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's unlucky to be the first one to witness whatever horror is gonna
I think I rolled
appear.
Harold's again. But I rolled a 4, so I had like 5 or 6.
Gotcha. All right. Malik, you're the one who notices this. The sudden flight of birds catches your eye, drawing your attention to the boulders and trees on either side of you, when you suddenly make out the clear depiction of a man raising a crossbow and aiming it in your direction. Directly ahead of you, another man steps forth from behind a boulder. Dressed in ragged armor, wielding a shield and hammer, he looks out towards you all and says simply, "Well, well, well, what have we got here? A local lordling lost from his town." All right,
Bandits!
and that will be where we call the session. Because I don't think we have time to do a round. I can go further, but I know one of you guys has to end early, right?
Yeah, 10:30 for me.
Yeah.
Just quick question. Like,
Yeah.
is this normal that I'm seeing this?
Uh,
This is all I can see.
That's the VBL.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
like
these
lights,
cliffs
yeah.
are higher elevated, so if you actually move onto them, you'll be able to see everything. But because they're higher elevated, you can only. I should make them visible for Harold because you said you're 10 foot tall or 12 foot tall.
No. I'm pretty sure I'm 15, but let me
15.
double
Yeah,
check
15 will let you see them.
No.
10 foot would not.
No, like I get that. It's just if I click on the token that I can't even see, this is what I see.
Oh, that is weird. That is very weird. Those like lines are very strange.
Yeah.
I don't see half of Harold. Like,
Yeah, I don't
mine
see that on my screen. That's very strange. Huh. That is weird. Hey, it's a good thing I'm calling the session here so we can figure out these vision issues. In the meantime, if you look at the stream, you should be able to see what you can see. Because this is what the group can see. It's like this partial.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got the same thing that's going on. It's just
Yeah.
VBL hijinks.
Indeed. Anyways, VBL hijinks aside, a bandit steps forth upon the road, his token is now visible. It wasn't visible before. And hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
We'll pick up next time. I don't think I'm going to be camping next week, but I probably will be camping on the 3rd. So I'll let you guys know if that's confirmed. But we should be good for next week, no issue. So, until then, though, hope Stream enjoyed this. If Stream is interested in playing in the Unbound system, do check out Big Chair Gaming on Blue Sky, or you can check out the Unbound Discord where you can pick up the books and all that good stuff. In the meantime, let us raid Kate, who is playing some Elden Ring. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Murder. I heard everyone likes murder. But, yeah. With the glorious raid that we shall have